Everyone's dead, hon.
There's no one left. Did you sleep through the men naked? Whoever might be left is out of time.
You know them from movies, TV shows like The Hunger Games, Heels, Vikings, Ozark, Grey Matter. I'm talking with the stars now of Earth Abides, Alexander Ludwig, Jessica Francis Dukes. So, Alexander, I'll let you do the honors. Tell us what Earth Abides is all about.
Earth Abides is about a young geologist who, while working in the woods, is bitten by a rattlesnake, ends up in a coma, and 3 weeks later wakes up to find that he is the last man on Earth, or so he thinks. Following that, he goes on a mission to find his own purpose and hopefully others that he can share in that purpose with.
During 10,000 years, his numbers have been on the upgrade. In spite of war, pestilence, and famine.
No! 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 No!
He finds his lifeline in Emma, who he slowly ends up falling in love with, and that's played by the incredible Jessica Francis Dukes. And over the next 6 episodes, they fight for humanity and build civilization again as a primitive species.
It's a beautiful love story we see in this post-apocalyptic world. Jessica, what was it like building that relationship with your two characters?
It was immediate. There was I think most people that walked onto this set came with the same intention, and that was a love of this story and a responsibility to tell it to its fullest. And so I walked in like that, and Alex immediately, like when I met him, was just open arms, open heart, just like full on. Like I literally think I met you, like, hey. And when you have that environment, when you're working in that environment, there is no planning. There is no, let's bond. Let's go have some food to eat so we can bond. Let's hang out. No, it was immediate. And I love the way that whoever made the schedule and said also, like, our scenes where we met were pretty much our first scenes. So it was great to just be two people coming with my work, coming with his work, and just being like, let's talk. Who are you? Literally, who are you? And it was just instant. I don't know if there was ever a moment where I was like, I didn't know he was going to do that. It was just like, oh yeah, okay, great, got it.
This is
Thistle tea.
It's good.
You're lying. I have honey.
No, you tell me.
Only bear I didn't have to shoot.
You hunt?
Don't you?
Only rocks. I'm a geologist.
So believable as an audience member. In this story, while it may seem very timely after we went through a pandemic, after we've seen shows like The Walking Dead, The Last of Us, Fallout, this came first. This is a 75-year in the making show based on the popular book. Alexander, what's it like to be part of this just legacy finally coming to the small screen?
It is a tremendous honor. I mean, Michael Wright called me about 8 months ago and was like, maybe even longer, and said, this is my favorite book. They've been trying to make this for 30 years. Michael Phillips, who produced Close Encounters of the Third Kind, The Sting, and Taxi Driver, has had the rights to this for literally 30 years. And he's like, I want you to helm this. And he's like, it's going to be the hardest thing you've ever done. And it will be the most rewarding. And he delivered on both of those promises. I read the book. I was like, this is almost biblical. Like I was so infatuated by the story. In particular, I felt like it was the most true to reality in terms of a post-apocalyptic story. It's what would actually happen if you found yourself alone. What would you actually do? How would you give birth to your first child? What would happen if animals took back the planet that was rightfully theirs? And what would happen if disease struck? These are the kind of concepts that we explore in this show. In particular, what would happen if you meet another tribe of people and somebody in that tribe wants to ruin everything that you have worked so hard to rebuild? in that I was just so fascinated by it, and it served as a stark reminder of how grateful we all are and how lucky we all are to live in this incredible world of abundance and see it through each other's eyes.
You're so right about that. And Jessica, talking about what he just mentioned, like putting yourself in those shoes and trying to overcome those obstacles. How do you put yourself in that role, just making sure this comes across screen like you both did?
It's funny. You guys don't get to see the scripts. So you all see what our lines are. You don't get to see the beautiful directions that are written out and the poetry that is in the screenplays and in the book. And it's just like, it tells you so much. It gives you so much information. Yeah. And Todd Carmanicki wrote such a stunning script. And I fell in love with the first episode before I even read Emma. I knew I wanted to be a part of this because the world was so just beautiful to me. And I imagine, if Mother Earth did take over, how beautiful it would be. And even in that being kind of dark, it's still like, this is hers. So it really just got me immediately. I couldn't wait to be a part of it. I couldn't wait to tell the story. I can't wait for you all to see it.
I'm excited for audience to see it. It's beautifully captivating, led by two terrific performances. Make sure you watch Earth Abides on MGM Plus starting December 1st. Thank you both so much.
Thank you, brother. I can't thank you enough.